Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday, everyone. My name is Tammy Savello, and you are live right here at Cards by TLC. Welcome to my weekly card class to go. And if you are watching Thursday, January 18th at 11 a.m. Pacific time, you are watching live. Whether you're joining me for the first time or returning, welcome. And if this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here with us. How does everything sound? I'm going to do a quick sound check and see if we're straight and good to go. Hello, Patty. Welcome. Patty, if you can do me a really quick favor and see if I sound okay and if I'm coming in clear. It seems like I'm clear, but obviously I can't hear myself. So if you could do me a quick sound check and make sure that I'm A-okay. Perfect. Then we are good to go. Well, my friends, starting today, January 18th, 2024, I am offering two different options with my card class to go. It is first option is our normal when you place a $50 order or more in my online store, you will be receiving the card kits that we are making live that week, or you can choose from the previous week's kits. And of course, during celebration until February 29th, you are also able to choose that free $50 gift in the celebration brochure. The second option is if you would like to purchase the kits themselves, I am now offering them for purchase. I have had a few requests and recommendations and requirements, so I am offering them for a $15 purchase plus shipping and handling. The form is in the description box below and will be on my blog post tomorrow, January 19th. So what do you get in the kits? Well, you get 6 card kits, and you get all of the supplies to make 2 of each design. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you what we're making today. We are making the Be Mine from the Be Mine suite, and let me get those cards. We are making 3 cute, adorable Valentine's themed B cards, and we have a standard card, a top folding card, and we have a bookbinding fold today. So we are playing with the Be Mine suites, and this suite is so fun. It can be found on page 9 in the January to April mini catalog, and in that suite you get the bundle, which is the cute Be Mine photopolymer stamp sets. You get 24 stamps and the coordinating Be Mine punch. You also get this amazing 12 by 12 paper. I absolutely love it. Let me quickly grab that for us, and I'm going to show you how amazing these designs are. Look how cute this bee paper is. We got some honey and baby bumblebees, and of course on what we call the B side, coordinating Valentine's Day patterns. And what I love about this is that it also coordinates with that Adoring Hearts paper. You can certainly choose that as your celebration item. It all coordinates with each other. So I love that. It also comes with this amazing sweet sorbet ribbon that we're going to actually be playing with today on one of our cards. And this ribbon ties so nice. Let me show you really quick. It's a nice thin ribbon, and it ties like a gem. Look how perfect that makes, the perfect little bow. And you know me, I don't tie bows on camera. And then it also comes with these cute adhesive backed hearts and flowers. It's like got like a glossy image, but it is flat, so it's not raised up or anything like that on your paper. And then it also comes with these cute pillow boxes. We're not going to be playing with the pillow boxes today, but we are going to be playing with the rest of the sweets. And let's go ahead and make sure I didn't, you lost signal. Can anyone let me know? Okay, good, Amy, you see me. Hi, Amy. Oh, yes, you and your bees, absolutely. Welcome. Well, Patty, I hope you can come back, go out and come back in. Okay, perfect. Because I see clear on my end, and it looks like Amy sees it on her end, but we are good and ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started on our first project. And in the kit, you will also be receiving 2 basic white 2-inch strips. The reason why I'm including this is these 2-inch strips are super easy to cut out or to stamp our bees and slide them in the punch. And then we also have a smaller one that we're going to be stamping our hearts. But let me go ahead and show you a little tip really quick. So when we stamp our bees on that 2-inch strip, you will notice that on the photopolymer, this stinger right here, the tip is to line that stinger right at the edge of our 3 bee bodies. Now, I stamped the bee bodies in Daffodil Delight, and the reason why I'm showing you this and not doing it on camera is I needed to get super close to line that up, and I didn't want my head in the camera frame. So this will also be on my blog tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com. And I have this as one of the tips. So I hope this photograph helps with lining that up. And then what you're going to want to do after you stamp those 3 bees is you're going to line that up in our punch. And then you just punch right along from left to right on those bee bodies. And of course, with our magic of TV, we have already done that ahead of time. So first and foremost, you'll just want to get the bees out of the way. We've stamped and cut those out. Let me show you on how to, let's get this stuff out of the way. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're back. Let's go ahead and pull this out. So let me get our bee wings. There are 2 sets of bee wings in here. There's this outlined bee wing, and then a solid, looks like a heart, but it's actually the wings that you could actually stamp that and then fill that in to make a solid image. But what I did was I took Petal Pink and I stamped that at an angle just like so. And the reason why I want to do that is because our heart is at an angle. So now when we line that up, you're going to want to go, you're going to want to go from left to right on that, on punching that out, just so you're not punching out the excess bodies, but you angle that up just like so. Tilt that card base in there and line that up and then punch right along through it. Punch out our little hearts. But let me just do one really quick just to show you how easy it is. Line just so you want a perfect angle right there. That looks good to me. And then I punch that out. And there we have our heart. So you will want to punch 2 wings out because we'll be using those in future projects. And then I think it's the next project. Yes, it is the next project. So I'm going to go ahead and put those away. But in the meantime, let's put some happy faces on our bees. On our bees, we have multiple little faces. You kind of have a face, a little squinty smiley face, our standard face, and then a winky face. So we are doing the happy face, the winky face, and the closing of the eyes face. So let's go ahead and bring in our Memento Black ink, and I'm going to use this because I don't want to stamp directly onto my amazing mat. And you're going to have two bodies that face up like that, and then one body that goes sideways. And we did the squinty eye on the one that goes sideways. Now, don't worry, we're going to be adding... Ooh, that's a really happy face. Don't worry, we're going to be adding the antenna onto the cardstock directly, and I'll show you how to do that. We are also going to be doing and one happy face. There we go. So we will go ahead and put those off to the side. Let's get this out of the way. Actually, we do still need this out, but I don't want to mess up my kits. But let's go ahead and go through the first card kit. Like I said, you will be receiving the kits. I will pre-cut and prep the cardstock, and you supply and any additional pieces other than the bundle images. You'll receive 6 cards, 2 of each design, and you will also receive a tutorial that has all the sizes and dimensions in the kits. So let's go ahead and pull out kit number 1, what you'll be receiving. I think I need to quickly score. I had 2 of the book bindings, so let me just... You'll be receiving a top folding standard card base, which is 4 1/4 by 11, and it is scored at 5 1/2. I had the book binding one in that kit, so I had an extra book binding one. And you'll be receiving a basic black panel piece. You'll be receiving the Be Mine designer paper, a black square, and a basic white square. And that is all that you're going to be receiving in your kits. So let's go ahead and start with stamping our sentiment onto the front. Since I don't have a sentiment on the inside, I am not going to worry about folding that card first and foremost. So let's go ahead and start with our front panel piece here. First and foremost, tip, you don't have to do it like this, but this is what I found easiest for me on this particular card. Let's get that out of the way. And let's bring in the You'll Always Be the One for Me. That could be a friendship card. That could be a spouse card, a boyfriend, girlfriend card, or one for yourself. You know what? You will always be the one for yourself. There we go. Bottom left-hand corner, first and foremost. Now let me go ahead and get this out of the way because this black, I always have a tendency to stick my hand in the black and it never fails. So let's go ahead and adhere our B side. Tom is being stubborn today. There we go. And then we'll just add that. That leaves a quarter border around the edges. And then in the meantime, we'll go ahead and adhere this to the front of our card base. This is thick basic white. Okay, Let's get this bottom half here. There we go. And that leaves a nice quarter inch border around all sides. So our next thing, what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and stamp our little wings here. Actually, we're not going to stamp the wings. That's what we're going to use I realized these are the ones that we cut out. So what I'm going to do here is lay down our little wings, and let's bring in our little happy bee. And let's see how we want to lay him down. So here's a tip. What I did was I added glue dots to these little hearts. And let's bring in some glue dots. There we go. And then just lay that flat, and then we'll add our bee to our wing. Okay. And then there we go. There's our cute little bee. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our little buzzing little air dots, or whatever you want to call it, to our card. So let's go ahead and adhere our basic white square to our basic black square. And then we are going to adhere that to our front of our card at a triangle or at a diamond shape. Let's get our shapes correctly. Diamond, Tammy, diamond. Okay. There is that. And then we're going to add our little bee. And then we need to add his little antenna. So let's go ahead and stamp that. What I like to do is just kind of see where I'm going to lay my bee. And then just come in here, put our little antenna down, and then add our thing. I got to be really careful. I'm smearing the little antennas. I got a little happy with that ink. It's a light hand on the antennas, folks. You don't need a heavy hand on that for sure. And then let's go ahead and add our little bee, and then we'll add our little dotted lines. You could pop your bee up, but I'm just going to lay him flat. But you can certainly pop him up with some dimensionals. And then I'm going to come in with my little dotted lines. And then come in here at the bottom of his stinger and stamp that. And there we go. Oh, we got to add our little hearts. So this is where we add our little glossy hearts. I love these. It comes in red, petal pink. I want to say that that's, I don't think that's daffodil. I think that's actually crushed curry. And then it looks like it's pool party. So we're going to come in with one big red heart right here and two little red hearts. You can add the flowers if you'd like. You can add the hearts. Either one would be super cute. And what I love about these is they're flats. They're not raised up, so it doesn't add any like extra bulk to your card. Hi everyone. Hi Amy. I have two Amy's in here and I'm so excited. So there is card number 1. Okay, let's go on to card number 2 and kit number 2. Like I said, you have the option of purchasing just the kits alone. and that form is in the bottom description box below. And all the details will be on my blog post tomorrow. Here is our bee number 2, and it has the cute little honey pods. I love this paper. This paper just makes me happy. The bees make me happy. So we're going to go ahead and keep this in for just some extra padding. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and go through our kits, what we're going to be receiving. You are going to be receiving, instead of real red, I went in with the Sweet Sorbet standard card base. You'll be receiving 2 basic white pieces, one for the front right here and one for the inside. And then you're going to be receiving 2 pieces of the designer paper, 1 strip for the front and 1 strip for the inside bottom half of our card. And then you'll be receiving another strip of Sweet Sorbet. And I brought in the scalloped circle from Thoughtful Expressions. No, Siri, my iPad went off in the other room and thought I was talking to it. So this scalloped is the scallop circle from Thoughtful Expressions. It keeps going off in the other room. Hopefully you didn't hear that on the live. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and start with folding our card base. And we are going to start with adding our little strip to one of our basic white panel pieces. Look at the cute little honey pots. So fun. They really nailed it with this paper. It coordinated so well with this suite. There's so many options and so many different ways that you can choose from. You can choose a different designer paper if you have the designer paper itself. But like I said, these are the 2 designs that are coming in your kit. So let's go ahead and it had the inside pieces to here. Lay that down. And the next thing that we're going to work on, I don't know if this shows up in the camera. It's very, very faint. But we are going to stamp some honeycombs in Lemon Lolly, stamped off, so where it just shows up just light enough just to give it some dimension. So let's go ahead and bring in our other basic white piece and then our Lemon Lolly ink. And now I'm going to stamp this on here just so you can see. It does show up kind of bright, so I just wanted just a faint little honeycomb. You don't necessarily have to stamp off. Let's just stamp like in the corner to see how bright that is. See, that kind of gives you a different look. It turns out a little bit brighter, but I just wanted it just faint enough to where it shows up. We'll do 1 solid in there. Throw that off. Let's go ahead and do another solid. We'll kind of mix it up. Kind of going like that. You can kind of do whatever you want. So I have a couple of the solids mixed in there just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. And I think I'm going to go, since I'm kind of doing the solids in the corners, just kind of do it like so, just to kind of see what it would look like. Let's go ahead and get this. Thank you, Patty. I'm glad you like the cards. So there is our front little panel. Next, we're going to go ahead and, since we're stamping, let's go ahead and stamp our little wings in the petal pink. And it's like, where are my wings? So what you're going to want to do is kind of come in as far off to the sides as you can. Let's place our little bee so we know exactly how far to come off here. And we'll kind of come there on the side and lay our little body down. And then of course we have to come in with our basic black to do his little antenna because he looks very bald without its little antenna. Kind of bring that down a little bit. Oops, I kind of got his head. So we're just kind of go like that. I didn't pull him out in time, but that's okay. If you stamp the top part of his head, that's fine. Just line those antennas up and you won't even notice the difference. Hello, Jean from Southern Oregon. Welcome, welcome. When you say Southern Oregon, is that like the Medford area? My husband and I love Oregon. I have one of my best friends lives in Lake Oswego, and my niece and her husband live up in Portland. So we love Oregon. Probably not right now. Hope you're staying nice and warm. Thank you for joining us. So let's go ahead and add our front little panel right there. And again, it leaves that 1/4 border inch. And this is kind of going to bug me. So we're going to flip this around so it's not showing so much in the camera. It's just a personal preference. Jean, is this your first time joining in on us? Welcome if this is your first time. Okay, now we're going to come in with our Sweet Sorbet panel right there. And we're going to add our honey strip. Oh, Talents. Okay. Oh, you guys went through it rough a couple of years ago. I am so sorry. I hope you're rebuild with those fires. My husband and I ate at this mom and pop restaurant in Talents, and we loved it. We ate breakfast there, and it was just a nice, quaint area. So, oh, Jeanne, I apologize. Thank you for correcting me. I will remember that. Thank you, Jeanne, for joining us. But I love Talents. And we had thought about moving up to Southern Oregon at one point in time, but we're not quite ready for that move yet. And I forgot to stamp our little "You're as sweet as honey" on there. You're definitely going to want to do that relatively first in case you goof up, but we're going to pray that this lines up just right. There we go. Whew, thank goodness. Okay, there is that. And this little guy, we are going to pop him up with some Stampin' dimensional sheets. And right about there. And then we're going to come in with some more of our little things. I think maybe, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the hearts because the white from the flower kind of gets lost. So we'll do our little heart down there. I like to do it in 3s. And there is project number 2. Moving right along. Now we are moving on to project number 3, our book binding card. So let's go ahead and get, why did I pull that out of the way? I don't need that, but I want to have some extra reassurance there. In fact, I'm just going to pull that out because we're not going to really do any major stamping. So in your card base, you're going to have your or I guess your book binding card. This is in the thick basic white, and it's already scored at 5.5 and 4.5 for you. And so there is your card. You're going to fold that in half just like so. And then you're going to fold this back and fold that. And what we're going to be gluing down is this portion here. But first and foremost, we need to go over the pieces again. Again, our Be Mine designer paper with the flowers this time, and a nice strip of yellow for the side, and then our amazing ribbon in the Sweet Sorbet. And then, of course, we got to throw in a deckled circle because I love my deckled circles. You live in Ashland for 30 years and retired to Little Talent. I love it. I know this bundle is so versatile, and the punch is so versatile. I would love to see any creations that you made with this punch. So if you guys use this bundle in any format, please tag me in it. I would love to see your creations. I'm at Cards by TLC on all social media platforms. So if you do an Instagram or Facebook or whatever, tag me. I would love to see what you create. So first and foremost, we're going to put down our designer paper here. And then we have our designer strip off to the side. Here. I am in Valentine's Day mode here. I mentioned this last week. My father's favorite holiday was Valentine's Day. He was such a romantic, always made sure the women in his life were taken care of. And so I love doing Valentine's Day cards just as much as I love creating Christmas cards. I kind of might like it a little bit more, but it's a very close tie. So before I glue that down, I'm going to go ahead and tie our knots, and then we'll go in and add some adhesive for the bookbinding portion. You could either tie an I'm giving you probably about a 14 to 16 inch strip of ribbon in your kit. So you can certainly tie a bow or just a typical knot. I am doing the knots because it's easier on camera. Just come in here. And then I'm going to sneak a glue dot underneath there just to hold that in place in place so it doesn't kind of move around like that. So I'm going to come in here, do kind of a little sneaky peek there, sneak attack, as my friend Kirsten likes to say. And then I'm going to come in and add my adhesive. You can either use liquid glue. I'm going to come in with some seal just to hold it a little bit better. Let's add a little bit of Tom for good measure. Okay, now we're going to come in here and fold that down, and that comes into a nice, got a little bit of excess glue there a little bit. Let's hold that down just to let that adhere. Takes a minute. There we go. Now what we're going to do is, since we have this open, let's go ahead and bring in our stamp and stamp our Happy Valentine's Day and Sweet Sorbet. And you could even add a little strip down either along the side there for a little extra, or keep it plain, whichever you would like to do. And then now we are going to come in here. Let's bring in our little mat because it makes me a little nervous to stamp a little close to that gray mat. I don't want to ruin it. Where is our sentiment? You make my heart buzz. And we are going to stamp that in basic black here, or Memento Black. I would love to know your guys' favorite holiday. Are you, or favorite time of year? Do you love Valentine's Day? Are you a spring person, summer, fall, Halloween? You make my heart buzz. And then we're going to come in with our last little bee. I have another one. I do have another one with not such a funky face. There we go. Our cute little bee. And then we are going to come in with our heart again and our petal pink. And we're going to do a solid wing right there. Let's get that in frame. So I'm going to kind of come in here and kind of come at an angle just like so. And our little bee. You make my heart buzz. And then of course we got to come back in with our little antenna. There we go. Kind of come in at an angle just like so. And let's glue our bee down. Thanksgiving is your favorites. Oh, that is so cool, Amy. Okay. Come in here, like our little buzz. And then we'll come back in with our adhesive sheets. I used to be a Stampin' Dimensional girl, but my friend Patty got me turned on to these sheets. They are easy and quick and simple. Okay, and then come back in. This time I'm going to go ahead and instead of the hearts, I think we'll add some more little flowers. So we'll do one right there, maybe one right there. Kind of like it better with the flowers on this one. So cute, right? Okay, let's go ahead and bring in all of our projects. Get this stuff out of the way. And I would love to know what your favorite design is. Gosh, they're all so cute. I'm kind of partial for this second one, but I would love to know your favorite. Yes, 3 cheers for adhesive sheets. I know, Amy, aren't they cute? I would absolutely love to know what your guys' favorite is. 1, 2, or 3. I think I'm going to go for number 2. Oh, Gian, thank you. Yes, isn't Patty amazing? I'm so glad you found me. Well, I hope that you like number 3, Patty. Now, do you like it with the flowers or the hearts? Amy's number 3. Oh, everybody's liking the bookbinding. Love it. Yay. Well, I hope that you enjoyed today's projects. I would love for you to make sure you click that like button on my video. That helps my channel grow. And if you know of anyone that would love to watch my weekly lives, please be sure to share my channel with them. And lastly, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. I want to thank all of you for joining me, and again, the kits are gonna be, the form is in the description box below, and all of the details and further stuff will be on my blog post tomorrow. You love number 2, Jean? I know that. I think it's the honey pots for me. Well, I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I know I have a few friends in here that are in extreme cold weather. So I hope you all stay warm, stay safe. We just have rain through the weekend, so I can handle that. But the rest of the country, if you're watching, please stay safe, please stay warm. And I hope to see you all next week. Bye, everyone.